create content without a fear of, oh, you're a girl, you can't play.
How is that for a gorgeous sight? The Washington Monument here in the District of Columbia, so beautifully framed in the sunlight. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, if you ask Karl Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age, and it's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation. Don't limit myself. I tried."
Terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Durant is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Howard. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. And for Washington, Iguodala out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's George in at the point guard position. Now here's Drummond. That shot off. Adams, some nice D. DeRozan against Tatum. Outside, George. Opening day, Chris. In your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
2 types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
Washington shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Shooting 2. First one falls for him.
Oh, he turns it up. And though Iguodala has become a long-range shooting threat, he still managed to struggle from the line.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Andre Drummond, still a very potent scorer inside, Chris, but he's leveled off a bit with his production.
Yeah, Kevin, he'll get you about 15 or 16 tonight, but I don't know if he'll ever be a 20-point-per-game type of scorer. He's working on his free throw, so he could get there. A lot of fans were hoping that he'd grow into more of a scorer, but it seems like he's best off as a complimentary offensive.
Good. George has got his second bucket of the night.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. And when he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Now here's Drummond. And DeRozan kicks to Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to KD. Off target from 3-point range.
Cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
And Drummond, a fearsome defensive presence. I mean, he can put you on your heels.
Durant, no good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Tatum finds Iguodala. Towns trying to get open. Got a hand on it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And Adams sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Auburn on the shot. He'll shoot free throws. Tatum, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
The first free throw is good.